I know you missed us.
We're back.
We missed you guys too. The podcast looks a little different because now it's not just audio, it's video too. You get to see my lovely wife, Victoria, right here. And then you get to see me, Shrek, 101.
Buff and bald.
Buff. With the new ball cut, yes. You get to see all of that stuff here, man. So welcome back to the new season of the podcast powered by Tuvu and our community. We have more information about that coming too. As well, you'll see that at the end of the show, so stick around to find out more about that. But here's the question I got for you guys today. Can I go to the adult club, eh? Because look, my friends said they gonna be there. You know, you got the Cardi B's there. You know, I'm to my Asian girls, black girls, and the white girls. Hey, look, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. So I need to know if, as a Christian man, can I go to these adult clubs and just enjoy myself? After all, Jesus forgives. So, can I go?
Interesting that you said that, you and your friends want to go, because why, as a married man, would you have friends going to the adult club? As a Christian man, would you have friends?
Here's where we got this from, okay? Because we saw a video of Savannah James, who is
LeBron's wife.
LeBron's wife, yes. And she had a quick snippet talking about this. So we're going to play the video and then we're going to dive into it.
Even more so that y'all met in a strip club, and that's like one of my favorite leisure activities.
Our favorite leisure club, girl.
I'm like, yes.
I don't understand why people don't like
We love the booty club.
It's a good time.
We
love it.
We be having a time.
We love it. So I know where our first field trip is. That is so cute. We actually should.
That would be fun.
Atlanta.
We gotta be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
They gotta be in Atlanta. Or
Yeah.
Houston.
All right. I'm going to let Victoria take it from here. Go ahead.
So, number one, what's puzzling about this, maybe it's slightly shocking to me, is that this is Savannah James, who is looked up to as, I don't know if she's looked up to as Christian, but she's looked up as a sophisticated wife, one of the only wives that carry themselves well as far as basketball wife. But her favorite leisure activity is going to the adult club.
That's what happens when you start letting women talk. When you start letting women talk,
What?
No, listen. So Savannah, for the most part, for LeBron's career, has been very silent, very quiet, kind of laid back and stuff like that. But now she's got a podcast, and now she gets to talk with her and her friends and stuff like that. What's ironic is, like you just said to me when I was making my little funny, you said, what kind of Christian man would have friends like that in the first place?
Yeah.
Bad friends, bad company corrupts morals. That's scriptural right there. And that's a big deal. Now, you have to ask yourself, why is it that I want to go to adult clubs? And if there's going to be dancing there, clothes being taken off there, drinks and smokes and everything else going on.
Looseness and wildness. What's known to be there. Not a surprise for anybody.
So why would I want to be there? And just for the record, there's no way that I think or believe that Savannah James and LeBron James are Christians. I get that, not in the least. But for any married couple, person, period, why do you see value in going out to a club like that? You tell me.
Is it only because of what's been portrayed in our minds since, teen years, MTV music video years of, being surrounded by all the honeys. Oh, it's just dancing. It's just dancing.
You say honeys?
The honeys. I can't say the other H word.
I don't know if honeys is still a word relevant.
I didn't want to say the other H word, but
hip hops. Because that's the real dancer in this whole thing.
But I feel like society is always like tiptoeing into polygamy. They play with it. They just kind of play with it.
We need to touch down on that.
Okay.
But let me say this first before we do, because I think that hip hop culture is a big part here. Because LeBron James is deep into the hip hop culture. His friends and what he says, the music he listens to when he's working out, all this stuff. This stuff is documented, right? This is what he loves and he values. So if you love and value hip hop culture, isn't it just a straight door
A matter of time.
to adult clubs and drinking and smoking and all this type of stuff.
Polygamy and yeah.
And you said polygamy, right? So you're talking about polygamy or polyamorous relationships as far as having multiple girlfriends, multiple wives, that type of thing. So do you think that may be part of it too?
I definitely do, because that's if you are constantly listening to the idea of multiple women, and then you decide you allow I guess you're probably there too. Y'all are both there as a married couple, looking at other couples without their clothes on. You're still playing with that same fire, and this is a leisure activity.
Right.
That's what you see it as. You don't see it as temptation or lust or anything. You just see it as a field trip, a field day.
Wheels on the bus, go round and pick them all up. Short bus though, short bus. But a lot of women, so I've heard that a lot of women do this to get tips and tricks from the dancers of the club. And they're supposed to take those tricks and tips and take them to their husbands back home. That's what they say.
That's not going to be the only thing that comes back with you with your husband.
Oh, that's deep. Now, so I'll say this. So that would be the question that I would say, or that would be my response is, if you're doing this in public, you're going out to the club in public, no matter who you are, right? Even if you're LeBron and his wife that have the money and the resources to get the VIP room, it's still public. There's still cameras there. There's still bouncers there. There's still people who see. That's still a public space, and you're comfortable with doing that, and you're comfortable saying it publicly that you do that. So if that is the case, then what happens privately? This is where we put the GIF of LeBron and talking about those Diddy parties right here.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Did you catch that? This is what happens when you open that door in your marriage, because if your wife is looking at dancers popping and locking, and if she's looking at female dancers, how long before those female dancers also come home with y'all? Because y'all got the money,
Right.
y'all got the resources. How long before the couple becomes a throuple,
Right.
and the throuple becomes a quadruple? Quintuple or something like that.
And I'm going to assume if you're comfortable being in public, watching other people without their clothes on, you're probably going to be doing the same thing at home, on screens, watching porn, which is very dangerous.
Man.
Like, it's so dangerous to the marriage and how your perception of reality when it comes to each other, just out the window.
You open up the door to a whole lot of things when you're going out to those particular clubs.
A lot of problems.
And stuff like that. A lot comes back with that. Now, then again, especially being that it's LeBron, she may be going to the club to look at male dancers and bring them back for LeBron. I don't. Why are you laughing? With his personality and his softness, maybe that is the case. I don't know. I'm not saying that is. I'm saying, generically speaking, these are things that you have to think about if you have a spouse that's into that adult club life.
Right.
Because she could then be bringing another guy back or wanting to bring another guy back. And if you can't do it physically, then when do you get into watching it on the screen or what have you, or thinking about it, lusting after it? All these type of things happen.
Y'all just start opening more and more doors, it just keeps going around, more and more doors. Oh, well, we could try this and might as well. We did that. And then what's left of marriage by then?
I'll say this too. Be careful about your friends, man. Your friends are very, very important. Your friends are supposed to hold you accountable. Your friends are supposed to love you enough to keep you on the straight path. Your friends are supposed to love you enough to be able to tell you the truth. Your friends ought to love you enough to say, hey, man, listen, I know you trying to go out here and get in this club and dance and do the hula hoop with these dancers. But Victoria is a good woman, man. You don't need to do this. And if you plan on doing this, man, because I'm your friend, I'm going to tell Victoria about that. That's what a friend should do. Don't ruin your marriage. Don't lose your kids. All of our kids, all of our lives, all of our savings, our house, going to a club to sniff stank box. to look at BBLs on stage,
Right.
to listen to rap music, to throw, man, here you go right here. I'm finna give it to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to him,
Let's
okay?
hear it.
If you want, and you want to experience this dancer lifestyle, these strippers and stuff like that, if you want to do that, I have a solution. Send the kids to the grandmother's house. Okay. Send them off for the weekend. Okay. Then it's just you and your wife in the house. You go to the ATM and you get a whole bunch of cash. I'm talking about knots and rods of cash. Get it out to ATM. I'm trying to teach you now. You bring it back to the house. You tell your wife, you go up there and you get nasty as freaky as you can get, and you come down here. And this is when you lay everything out. You lay balloons, you lay the little strings and everything. You start playing whatever kind of music you want to play. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
this what fantasy is in your mind? Is it-
I'm teaching.
Okay.
I'm teaching. And when your wife comes down, you take these rolls of money, ones and stuff like that, and the music playing, and you start throwing them on your wife, just like this right here. Now your wife, she gonna be like, oh, but what you doing? Don't you do that. But once she get